Well, hi guys. Here it is, August. Um, I'm over here with Ben from Camp Benny. This is our third annual get together.
Yes.
Yeah, third time.
Look forward to it every year.
Yep, me too. How you been?
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
busy.
Very busy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Looking forward to fall.
yeah. Got that new camp.
Yes.
That's awesome. I was happy for you when I seen that camp.
Thank you. It's a big step up from the old camp as
Yeah,
far as
room. You
accommodations.
got a lot of room now, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. We just added another
It's like a
set of
hotel
bunk
suite you
beds.
got now. Honeymoon
It,
suite.
yeah. I mean, no running water or full
Yeah.
electricity, things like that. But it really feels that way.
But you're wired for electric, like with a generator. You
Yeah.
can flip a switch when you got your generator running. You're wired for that, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
As long as we run out there, fire up that generator. Yeah, we got microwave.
Got wall heaters now. You ain't got to get up at 3 in the morning and put that log in there.
Right. Nobody throwing in that extra log that bakes everybody out
Yeah.
of the camp.
So, last year, you were a pretty successful deer hunter last year.
I had a good season. I had my best season. I
I
think.
mean, out west,
Yeah.
here,
Down south. Yeah,
you,
here.
you limited out on bucks, if I remember correctly,
I
here.
did.
Because
Yep.
when you went to deer camp, you didn't have a buck tag, right?
Right. Yep.
Wow. And
Yeah.
then your wife, she connected, so you got
She did.
a
Yep.
freezer full. You had to go out and buy a new freezer.
Yeah. It was really a blessing. I have my daughter McKenna just got married last fall, and we were able to share some of our venison with them. And in fact, I gave them my entire Georgia buck, and they were just visiting us, and they about have it polished off already. So they're hoping
Good.
for some more. So I've got that mule deer from Wyoming last fall. I plan on
Good deal.
gifting to them. Yeah.
So, and you were with Flying Eagle.
Yep. Yeah.
You guys got
Oh,
a turkey, huh?
yeah. Had a
That looked like
wonderful
a
time.
blast. You guys, they're good guys.
They are.
Them guys, Flying Eagle Outdoors.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
They have an awesome channel. Definitely check them out. They talk about the whole deer camp experience as well. And so we had turkey camp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something different.
Yeah.
But they know their turkeys.
Yes, they do.
They're pretty good, darn good turkey hunters.
Yeah.
Plus, you also shot a turkey at home.
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben Jr. and I were kicking off the early part of the turkey season together, and we both connected.
And you shot that turkey with a pistol, right? In Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, yes.
Yeah.
And then the one in Michigan, I had 870 that I got 12 gauge. Several years ago, I won at a sportsman's banquet for a fundraiser. I really wanted to set it up for years as a good turkey slam and gun. I've been using that youth 20 gauge Stoger in the past, which I could use the rest of my life. I just kind of wanted to mix it up a little bit,
Yeah.
and so it felt good to get one with that.
Oh, good deal. Yeah, I know you guys. Doug went with you over to Flying Eagle.
Yeah, we had such a blast with those guys.
Yeah.
Great family, great guys. Yeah, we had a lot of action.
Now, what's the plans for Benny this fall? Anything exciting?
Yeah, so Amy and I tentatively are planning on going to Manitoba and do some bear hunting again. We haven't been there since spring of 2019 for bear hunting. We want to go through a fall bear hunt experience. So Brianna and Kara from Bear Track Outfitters just become good friends, invited us and Doug and Holly to come back and join them. Super excited about that. Uh, then I so far on the books, I've just got all Michigan hunting. After that, Brian will be going to Idaho elk hunting in September with his bow with some buddies, and I think he'll be capturing some video footage on that hunt.
Oh, you're not going on that hunt?
I'm not going on that hunt. No.
Now,
Yeah.
are they going on a do it yourself or?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's kind of a mix. So I think there is a outfitter involved. It's kind of like here's your base camp where you can set up and you can hunt these areas, but it's not like a fully guided hunt where
Helping you out.
one-on-one with you and that kind of thing. I think they might be able to use the organization's horses to help pack meat out.
So you're not going on an out-of-state whitetail hunt this year?
Not at the. I have nothing on the books currently. I have some invitations and maybe something could work out, but right now just time is very limited.
It's always time, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
Yep.
we're supposed to make time for deer hunting, right?
yeah. And in comparative to most, I'll have way more time in the woods than they will. But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's let's face it, we can't get enough of it, right?
So you got a big full camp for this deer season?
It's looking that way. So my best friend Jeff, he lives down in Florida. If you've been following the Camp Benny videos, you'll have definitely seen him by now. He's pretty sure he's going to be making it up this year. Luke, Nick, Ben Jr., Brian, they all indicated. Travis said that they were coming. So we should have 7 of us in camp this
Wow.
fall.
It should be a full house.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. We just added a new bunk bed to camp, so we should have just enough beds for everybody.
Yeah, and you don't got to worry about the wood stove.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's gonna make things nice, huh?
It is.
So you got 2 of those heaters, and they run on propane, right?
Yeah, they run on propane. One in the bedroom, one in the living room, and there's a thermostat in each of those rooms that will run those. So really odd for me to be able to walk over to a thermostat, set my temperature, and go to sleep.
What do you think of all the changes going on? Or don't you care to comment?
Yeah, I care to comment. I'll just preface the comment with, I have my opinions on things. I
We all do.
definitely do. And this is more of a me thing
Well,
than,
let me-
a,
before
than a
you-
you thing.
Before you go any further, do you think there's more deer today in Michigan than there was 20 years ago? Or do you think there's less?
I'm going to answer that.
Okay.
But I'm going to finish that thought.
All right.
I don't go to any opportunities to voice my opinion to our officials. Okay? So for me to go and be upset about all kinds of things, it's like I could sit around a campfire talking about all the world's problems, but if I don't do something about it, I don't know that I should be sitting there going on. I still feel those things, right? I don't want to take away from that. So that's all I'm saying is, I wish I had time to go express this all to the lawmakers, because that's who needs to hear these things. But to your question, I think I'm going to give you a different answer than I watched your interview that you did with a gentleman north of me, I believe. So my answer is based on my experience in the woods. I see way more deer now than I ever have, and I think that's opposite of what you guys have experienced.
Well, I think it's
Not necessarily the UP. I'm just talking, and I don't know if we're focusing on that.
well,
or
I
in
just
general.
deer in general, and I think like where I'm at presently, where I live, I don't see the deer that I used to see. You know, granted, right now some of the farmers couldn't plant anything. There ain't no beans out in some areas because there's been so much rain.
Sure.
But when you used to drive these fields, I still drive them. I don't see the deer out in these farmers' fields. You don't. And then last year, deer. That one area where I was hunting, yeah, I seen 40, 50 some deer, but not all at one time. And they were probably all 99.9% of them. Every time I went out there to hunt was the same deer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I'm driving, well, now it's dark, but when I was going to work, 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5:30 in the morning, or whatever, it was kind of daylight out. You don't see the deer. Coming home in the evening, and I even take rides at night, I do not see the deer that I'm used to seeing back in the day. And then in other parts of the state, there's more deer than there in other areas of the state.
I think you're right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. when I go to Wyoming to hunt and I'm getting my deer tag, it's for a very limited area. It's not a statewide deer license.
I think they're all like that.
I
out
don't know if I
west.
want to advocate that for
No.
Michigan or not, but that certainly would be some tight deer management, right? And if you got areas that are overrun by deer and you got other areas that are not, it would be a way to manage the herd and say, okay, this area, and I think to a degree, that's what we're seeing with some of these changes that are wildly unpopular. And yes, I think it's a insanely difficult regulation book for somebody to go through and understand all of that.
I mean, 20 doe tags. I mean, come on. You know, back when you and
Oh,
I,
yeah.
back when you and I started deer hunting, there were 750,000 rifle hunters alone.
Yep.
That didn't include. That didn't include archery. You know, so now with them both combined, it's 550 some thousand licenses they're selling. So look how much revenue is lost.
Less hunters, probably less deer getting killed.
Yeah. I mean,
So wouldn't we have more deer then?
well, I mean, look at you and I where we hunt on the other side of the bridge. I've noticed, and I'm sure you've noticed, there isn't the people up there anymore.
For sure.
You don't see the traffic,
Yep.
you know, and a lot of it is because of the way it's managed up there,
Yeah.
but nothing's done about it.
Yep.
But all these, we were just talking about this a little bit ago, all these small towns losing all this revenue because guys ain't
Yeah.
going no more.
Yeah.
And
That's
then you
sad.
look, you just bought a camp and you went and looked at other camps. People are selling their camps.
Yep.
You know,
Sad.
it is. It's a sad situation. You know, and you know, 550. Do you remember back when you could kill $4?
Yeah.
I was talking to.
I never could actually kill $4 back then, but
Well, no, but you remember that you could kill two with a bow and
Yeah.
two with a gun.
yep.
And everybody I talk to, they think I'm nuts. It never happened. I said, well, it did happen. I can't remember the years.
Yep.
I think it was the early '90s.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Or just shortly prior. I shot my first deer in '91, and I was hunting, some years leading up to that. And I'm pretty sure during those years, you're right, I was like 4 or 5. And I think there was a time prior to that where you could shoot a black bear or
Oh yeah. Or you
whitetail,
could,
right?
back in the day, you could get a camp deer permit.
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
You know, somebody in
My
the
dad
camp,
talks
you,
about that.
yeah, you kill a deer. We did that before.
Okay.
You know, whoever you pick somebody and you had a tag, it was a camp deer tag.
Sure.
Yeah, they done away with them years ago too. You know, I just think that my personal opinion that
Well,
they're,
I got to ask you, was that an actual license? I mean, was that
Yeah.
branded as a camp deer?
it was a yellow tag.
Okay.
Okay, but that went back. We did this when we sold the camp, or when the camps got sold. My dad rented in Grayling.
Yeah.
He worked with a guy that let us use his cabin in Gaylord.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we could hunt right at this guy's place. Well, I applied for a camp permit or to kill a deer, and it was like a yellow tag.
Yep.
You know, because back in the day when you had to apply for a doe permit. If you got lucky, you got it in the mail. Well, this
Yeah.
came in the
Oh,
mail
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. My dad used to talk about getting a camp deer. I don't remember hunting and that being an option, but I always figured it was kind of like a camp deer, kind of thing. So that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
and he that guy never shot a deer before, you know, and we let everybody picked, you know, hey, Rich, you kill this deer. You kill the camp deer.
Yeah.
It was a camp deer, right? If I didn't weigh more than 50 pounds, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I remember those camp deer permits
Yeah.
back in the day.
So regulations wise, yeah, it definitely could use some help. I think we all can come together on that. That we've got the wrong people making decisions, and probably are not real good conservationist hunters.
I wouldn't say they're underqualified, you know, but that's for another time. I just was
Yeah.
wondering what your thoughts were. Now, when it brings me to this question.
Okay.
You're in charge of making a, the deer hunting rules. What's one thing you'd make or do different?
For our state,
Yeah. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
so boy, this is a good one, Dan.
You want me to give you some options?
Sure.
Okay. You want
You pin me on APR, single tag.
yeah, $1 per season. APRs,
Yeah. So
shorten the season.
okay.
There's a few, so you pick some.
Oh, I'll just answer the question. I've got it for you. If I could make one regulation for our state today, it would be to remove the entire wolf population from
Oh.
the state of Michigan.
You're my kind of man. Yeah, if it was that easy, right?
If it was that easy,
Which
just
it could
a stroke of the pen, that would be my very first stroke.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Do you ever think
Second, I would, with the next stroke, take a significant amount of our conservationist dollars from whether it's I don't claim to be a pro on the funding side of this, but whether it's through state park generated revenue, these could be different buckets. I'm sure they probably are. License sales, whatever. I would put significant resources into the Upper Peninsula to take the whitetail that is very resilient. I'm confident you could bring that herd back, but I think it needs significant more resources and attention.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
because back when we first started hunting up there was all kinds of deer. You know, when we first bought that camp, you know, I was looking at the camp log books. You go see 10, 12 deer a sit.
Sure.
You know, now you're lucky to see 10, 12 deer in 5 days. You know, the deer were up there. In fact, back before you and I even started hunting, the UP was where everybody went.
Those were the good days
You
that I
know.
missed. I never saw those days.
No, I mean that's
I never
when,
even saw the 10, 12 deer sit days.
No,
We never did, no.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not saying we haven't had a time where we did, where we saw that many, but that, you know, I bought established camp in 2001. We've never had a consistency of that.
well, the one year I shot a forkhorn, I had 14 deer. In fact, I had to wait for one of the deer to move away from the forkhorn, so the bullet, when I shot, wouldn't go through and hit it.
Sure.
You know, that was the year before I started doing, a couple years before I started doing YouTube.
Okay.
But I got it on logbook, in the logbook from the camp up there. That's another thing you should start doing.
We started with one. We just abandoned it.
Oh, keep track of. Interesting when to go back and look from
Yeah.
years past.
Yeah.
You know.
I've got some old logbooks,
Oh, do you?
but yeah, we abandoned them.
They banded it, eh?
Yep.
But
I think they're neat.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see value in them for sure.
Well, I like, you know, like I went back to see how warm it was back in the years back. Because last year it was in almost 60 degrees opening day
Yeah.
up by us.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess what really replaced it is the video, and we're doing. You know, it's not maybe capturing everything a logbook would capture.
True.
However, the logbook isn't capturing everything the video's capturing either. So, you know,
I got you.
yeah.
And you started when? What year?
Filming at camp, year one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Before I even had camp, I was filming. I've been filming since I was 16
No, I mean
years
your
old.
YouTube channel. When did you start that?
I think I first created it in 2012. Probably got a bit more serious around 13, 14, something like that.
So you've been at it a few years.
Few.
It shows though. I mean,
Yeah, appreciate it. We really enjoy watching them. It's makes it fun that others enjoy it too. Kind of
yeah.
encourages us.
It's like you can't wait to watch the Camp Benny videos from deer camp to see, you know. Seems like everybody else but you is getting the big bucks now up there.
Yeah, yep. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, 'cause you got a couple dandies last year up there. Them guys did
Yeah, they did.
hiding it in your truck and didn't tell you.
Yep. That what a wonderful year. Yeah. I love that. I would love to just do a repeat of that this year again. But
Maybe Travis get lucky.
yes.
But yeah,
I'm gonna personally sit with him. It's gonna happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was laughing when Nick said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna tell nobody at camp," and
Yep.
you know,
That
let's go
was
look in
good.
the back of your truck. Went to the gas
He
station.
got me. Yep. Washed his hands up and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess Brian didn't even know, did he? Did Brian know?
Mm-mm.
Oh, 'cause I thought Brian heard him leave camp because he was worried that. And he said the only way Ben will know is if if he looks at the cameras up top.
Yeah. Right. And I wasn't. looking at him at that time. And I think Brian hunted over at the new camp.
Well, guys, just left Ben's, stopped to get gas, and I noticed the video quit recording towards the end, probably about 5-6 minutes left in the recording, because I was just looking at it, because when Ben went to shut it off and said it was in standby mode, so something must have happened, so I lost it. No, we had a great time. We sat and talked deer hunting and camps and stuff for the longest time, and his new camp, and yeah, it was nice meeting up with him. Spent the partner part of the half a day, a little over half a day with him over at his house. Be sure and check out his channel, Camp Benny, because he also did a video. We both did one. So make sure you check out Camp Benny's video with him and I. I want to thank you again for watching. Thanks again to all the new subscribers I've got, and thanks for the subscribers that I've had, especially some of you ones that have been with me since the start. I do have another review coming from New View Hunting. That's in the works. But no, it'll be another week and a half, so we're headed to deer camp. The young bucks aren't going Labor Day. I might have mentioned that before. I got a couple other guys going. It's a scouting mission. Won't be much work done. One guy hasn't been there in a while, and another guy, well, they both haven't been there in a while. So I want to get it done now instead of doing it the day before opening day. So, nope, that'll be it. I want to thank you again for watching, and until next time, well, we'll talk to you later.